Hi everybody. My little girl is fast asleep behind the funny cushion. She's got another cushion. She's got 3 cushions now. All of my good ones, my posh ones. I love these cushions. She's taken over. Anyway, she's been really boisterous up until lunchtime, and then you've had a quiet afternoon, so I guess that time is it. 6:30, I guess that probably she'll wait for her dinner. She usually has it between 6 and 7. She'll have a dinner, have a little rest, and then that'll be it. She'll be hunting for a couple of hours. So, but she's let me get on with stuff this afternoon, so I can't complain. She's a good girl. We sat on here together, and I was just giving her a love, and she was purring, and it was so nice, and I was dropping off and dozing off to sleep. And it came to me that a lot of the time now, I'm having dreams, and not dreams necessarily about what's happened or what's happened during the day or anything that I might be concerned about, nothing like that. These dreams are of me without my body, of me, I suppose, having passed over, maybe, or being accepted, maybe, into a certain trance-like state. And it's wonderful. And I'm without a body, but it's my consciousness is there. And something is telling me, there's a voice, I don't know whether it's male or female. I know I sound batty, but bear with me. Something is telling me in some way, is explaining to me what's happening. And I'm understanding it, and I'm loving it, and it's bringing me such peace of mind and gratitude for what has been planned for my future, for everybody's future. We don't just die. Energy can't die. Where does it go? Where does the consciousness go? Scientists haven't unravelled it. Tesla probably came some way to unravelling the mystery of energy and the importance of numbers within that. And I don't understand it. I don't pretend to. I don't pretend to have studied it in depth, because I haven't. All I know is what I'm experiencing, and it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. People would be frightened to speak out and say these things because they get people jeering at them or saying they're close to losing their mind or some such stuff anyway. But all that doesn't matter to me anymore. Maybe that's a part of it. The fact that I have lost my vanity, my ego is no longer important to me. My self-respect is important, and what I do and what I do to help my children, my grandchildren, our families and friends. That's important. But there's another importance that encompasses the whole. And sometimes, even the small thing of reacting to food abuse, or anyone really, is anathema to me. And I don't want to do it because I feel that because we're all linked, because we're all one, how can these spats continue? We're not going to be in a world like this one. We're going to be in a very different world, a wonderful world, a world where we are all reunited and where nobody imposes themselves as better than anybody else. Sorry, I just had to make sure she was okay. She's snuggled up looking at the wall. She's not looking at the wall, she's asleep. Anyway, where was I? Yes, where nobody imposes themselves as being better than anyone else. We have in the UK, the King and Queen. He's defender of all faiths, not just one faith. All of this doesn't matter in the scheme of things because when we're gone, everything is going to be different. None of this is going to matter. It's going to be like, why was I really concerned about that? That war, that massive war that was so horrific for everybody. It was just a flash in time and it could have been prevented. So why was the world in such turmoil when it needn't have been? But we have a king and queen. We have a king through accidental birth. He's king of the United Kingdom and wherever else in the world, and his now wife of 10 years, I think, Camilla. She's queen. I fully believe that was what was intended all along. You can take what I say and put your own twist on my words, but I believe that that was going to happen all along. It was always going to be Camilla as Queen of England if Charles got to the throne. Diana, well, Diana's all right. She's where she needs to be. She's found peace. And in this alternative universe, if you like Diana, would she be worrying about her kids? Not really, because she knows that one day they're going to be there with her, and anything that happens to them here is just a blink of an eye in that time. The word grooming has been used in a very negative sense and regarding children, and I hate children being exploited for whatever purposes. I believe that Jessica Messica and people have got photographs of people's children on the internet. That should not happen. And don't try to weasel your way out of it, because we all know what you like, don't we? But again, it's important to us here. It's not important to us later on. And karma, Jessica Messica, karma is something you always It's not something that comes and meets you down the path. No, karma is something you always carry with you. And that leaden weight will get heavier and heavier with time if ways aren't changed. That's all I'll say on that. So as far as grooming goes, I feel that I've been groomed by, I don't know by whom, from where, but I remember right as a young child, when I was 5, 6, having dreams. And those dreams actually became factual. Even later on, I used to have dreams about finding my dad's grave. I never knew where it was. And I used to have those dreams so often and wake up crying until I married Alp, and, subsequently they stopped. But later on, they started again, and I don't know why. That's another story. But I feel that I've been groomed. I've been having these dreams that have been showing me things that have happened or are about to happen, and have made me realise that there's something within me too, and knowing. And I'm not saying I'm a psychic, I'm not saying anything. I believe that this is an innate ability that we all have. So let me read this to you. A good friend, Catherine, sent me this, and it's called Why Am I Losing My Memory? Sometimes it happens. Why am I losing my memory? Because you are leaving the 3D world where one uses memory in order to know something. You have to hark back and delve in your archives. But you are heading for the 5th dimension, where knowing is the way to operate. I'm sitting on a stand here because of a cushion. Your memory is disappearing to encourage you to use your ability to respond intuitively. And we should. The gut feelings we get. The first inclination we get. It's usually the right one. It is time now to simply know what you need to know in any given moment. Losing your memory is a positive happening. It affects all age groups. It applies particularly to light workers who have been here a long time. Do I feel I'm a light worker? I think I am. I remember my friend Jennifer Connor, who's now passed on, saying that we were star seeds, and I didn't really know what she meant by that. And she was talking about me having been here many times before. I'm doubtless destined to come back many more times until I reach an acceptable state of grace. But where we all go, where our energy goes, that's a wondrous place. It's a place I've been to in my dreams. It's a place I've been to today, and it's a place I'll probably visit tonight. And everything you need to know is shown to you. I'll be back with a more down-to-earth video, but I hope you found this one interesting, because it's truth. I don't lie. It's truth. I know where I'm going. I know where you're going, and you're going to love it.